G'day and welcome everyone, EmrickXV here and welcome to hardcoreminecraft. So, we finished off January and it was pretty good fun. We survived, so that's the most important. We finished this little palisade and I'm pretty happy with how it all finished off. So let's see what February has on offer. Big shout out to the Commander, Brazzy and Flying Dragon for commenting on the last episode. And if you haven't checked it out, follow it at this tag in the top right corner. Alright, let's take on February and I hope you enjoy hardcoreminecraft February. So February 1st, day 32, we updated all our maps to try and get this all accurate and I think we got it all sorted out. It worked out pretty well. And we started prettying up the palisade, just throwing down a few bits and pieces like leaves and a little crop. This is a survival world after all, so some sugarcane and some pretty flowers. Everyone needs pretty flowers. And I think we finished off with basically getting a little track all the way through. And we carried that into February 2nd, day 33, where we wanted to replace the floor in the palisade with some slabs and also some path blocks. Did you know path blocks aren't spawnable? Super handy. And a gate is always useful. With rain coming in at the end of day 33, my mind went to our farming area across the river. We haven't been there for a while, so I think we need to go over there on day 34 and get some stuff done. We need plenty of resources. So day 34 started harvesting crops, all our wheat, and planted that all out, as well as starting to shear the sheep. Melons, pumpkins, very important, and beetroot, just basically a farming day. We also collected a heap of wood, very, very useful. So we might have to do that again. Also sugarcane. We don't have a sugarcane field, so we had to get that sorted out as well. But that was pretty good, pretty productive, day 34. Day 35, we went back to chopping wood. And we decided that we wanted a bit of podzol. So we grabbed some spruce saplings and we went up to the hill to start introducing podzol to the landscape. More breeding of cattle and some more shearing of sheep helped us out on day 35. Food is still a bit of an issue, so we just basically fished for the rest of the day until night fell. So, February 5th, day 36, we decided to head back to the mines for a big mining session. We set up a couple of chests and just started doing a bit of branch mining. Plenty of redstone, coal and iron, but not a lot of diamonds. In fact, 0. Disappointing, but you know what? At least we got a bit of kit. After that, we decided to make a call and head to the Nether. February 6th to the 8th, day 37 to 39, was a big adventure into the Nether. Portal lit, let's see what we've got. Always a bit worrying going into the Nether at this stage, but we have to do it. And wow, are we serious? Basalt Delta location. That's not ideal, but at least I had some blocks to make it a little bit safe. But I tell you what, this looks pretty brutal. We'll have to see what we can do. Looking around, we've literally got Basalt Delta as far as the eye can see. I really don't know how to handle this. So I think what we might have to do is pick a direction and see if we can get out of it. So, a lot of basalt delta this direction, and this magma cube here did a pretty big jump, and it scared me a little bit, and look at this drop. It is a bloody long way down. So, we doubled back, and we had plan B. I decided to collect up a bunch of this basalt, and at least start putting a roof on our nether portal to protect it. And then, I decided to start digging a trench straight through this big cliff face behind us. And hopefully find our way out the other side. Oh, quartz, awesome. We better get that. That's going to be good for experience. So let's collect this up and let's carry on and see where we can find us. Not far to go and we finally got there. But it was straight into a soul sand valley. Not the best, to be honest, but better than a basalt delta, I think. So I spent some time picking up some blackstone. I had a bit of an idea. And then it happened. The ghasts. They started giving me a bit of trouble. As you can see here, we got shot, but we managed to get away and got our revenge. So, basically digging all the way back to the Nether portal here, my thought process was to oh, yes, that's right. We almost died. I forgot about that. We fell through a hole. Anyway, we used these blackstone slabs to cut down our spawn because we didn't want things spawning behind us. Well, after that, we decided to start smelting up a bunch of netherrack that we collected. May as well while we're doing stuff around here. We really wanted to work on our levels here as well, so I started mining as much quartz as I could so that we could push to that level 30 barrier. And then of course, more ghasts. They are a bit of a pain, to be honest, but I think we got pretty good at it. Decided to save some arrows here and try to go for the achievement. Hopefully, boom, beautiful, sensational, I love that. But yeah, there were plenty around and they were always exciting. I love this one. This was a fireball straight to the face. Great. Now, back to level 30 and back to finding some more quartz so that we can hit that level 30 before we head back. I think that's pretty important so that we can start enchanting. So let's gather up as much quartz as we can find, and I'm pretty sure this was enough to get us to that magic level 30 and be able to basically move on back to the palisade. I'd spent nearly 3 days here in the Nether from February 6th to February 8th, and yeah, there was a fair share of danger involved, but we got to level 30, which was very important. No Nether fortress, but you know what? That's alright. Doesn't really matter. Okay, back to the palisade and back to somewhat safety. It's been a few days, and it's time for a well-earned rest. I think we might just do some fun stuff for the next few days. What do you think? So with day 40 underway, it was gathering sugarcane to start with over near the farm. We also collected up a heap of our coloured wool and basically did all our fun farm things. Making baby cows was one of them. We also needed a bunch more wood, so it was up to the spruce trees on top of the hill, and it's a pretty nice little view from up here. I wonder if we're going to cover all this in this world, who knows? What a beautiful day day 41 turned out to be. We decided to head back down into the mines again. It was pretty important to start finding those diamonds. So I picked up the last of our orange glass and basically headed down to start doing some work. We covered the last of the lava. This really didn't work, but that's alright. And we went straight into branch mining. Again, we started digging it out to see what we could find. Plenty of redstone and plenty of coal once again. Diamonds, not so great. So we just wanted to keep going. We started expanding this bottom cave here and working out our next move. Another strip mine. Let's see what we can get here. Hopefully, we can find some diamonds. Eventually, we found 2 lots. That was the first, and this was the second. So now my thought process was, how many do we need to start with? I collected up this first little vein and basically decided to start thinking about getting the second one. But it was great that we finally had some diamonds. On second thought, I think we should get fortune for those ones. So let's head back. I decided with all the rails that we had started collecting up to try and build a minecart track from the bottom of our mine to the top. So we basically started installing all the tracks we had and enough power rails hopefully to get us all the way to the top. And just to see if we can get up there a little bit quicker rather than taking the stairs. Anyway, that was about as far as I could get. So let's test it. Well, that certainly didn't work. Ah well, day 43. So we decided to head ourselves back across to the farm. I was getting a bit frustrated with having our cows and sheep all mixed together. So this day, day 43, was pretty well spent sorting animals out the whole day. We shifted a bunch of the small cows away and kept them tucked away nice and safe, and moved all our sheep into one area. And then that gave us the 2 different packs, except for Mr. Red. Mr. Red didn't want to do that, so it was back into the sheep and hopefully holding Mr. Red here. So on February the 13th, I decided I wanted to make sure our access to the mine was much easier, and then a creeper creeped up on me. How did you get there? Who knows? Blew a hole up in my hill. Anyway, little bridge, just to make it nice and easy to get from the palisade to the mine. I ended up spending the rest of the day just clearing the top of this hill off. I had a bit of an idea for our next build, and I wanted it to be incorporated into the enchanting area. So day 45 and we were back at it. I hadn't built anything so far in February, so I decided we needed to rectify that. So we started laying some bases down, and it was basically a big circle on top of this hill. My thought process is an observatory. Hopefully this will work nice. Lighting it all up for now, and that was pretty well all our day 45 done and dusted. I really want to try and make a goal of making a build every month. So with day 46, we decided to keep going with the observatory. It needed a floor and I had a few slabs already. So just a combination of oak and birch slabs. I think that'll look quite nice, but I don't think we had quite enough. Yeah, we ran out just here, so we needed to go find some more stuff, but that's all right. We've got a farm, a little bit of inventory management, and also just checking out the fact that we needed a little bit more leather. A couple of cows, sorted. So day 47, we carried on working on the observatory, but another creeper came out of the mine shaft. I'm not sure what's going on, and this guy made it all the way in. We're going to have to check that one out. So we decided to head over to the farm area and do a bunch of farming, cleared out some wheat, planted a heap more seeds, and then jumped into knocking out our melons and pumpkins. Pretty cruisy day. February 17, we managed to get back up to the observatory and knock off the last of our floor. All the slabs put in place. Sensational. We also wanted to make sure that we worked out a way of getting down nice and easily. So from the side, we just started building up a little staircase. Just a combination of cobblestone and slabs. There we go. Nice easy way to get to the top of the observatory using this nice little staircase. I think I might just throw down some logs and light up this track as well, just to reduce the issues with any mobs spawning. So on day 49, we decided to turn our attention to enchanting. Just had to make the last bookshelf and then basically get our enchanting table set up on top of the observatory. After that, we wanted to make sure we got some stuff enchanted. So new pick, new day, new enchantment, Unbreaking 3. It's worth it. Let's have a go. Dang, just Unbreaking 3. That sucks. Anyway, what else have we got? Feather Falling 4, pretty important. Let's get that. And that was it for my levels. So we fished. And guess what we fished up? Fortune 2 book. Sensational. That's what we need. And before we knew it, day 50 was upon us. We fished all night. How are you liking the series so far? I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you're liking it as well. Make sure you hit like and consider subscribing if you want to do it. So I think we just got a couple more here to get to level 30, and then we can get back to some enchanting. That should be pretty good fun. This should be it. Is this the last one? Level 30, boom. We had collected up a few eggs, so I decided to make this scarecrow as a bit of an idea to throw the eggs at so we can populate some chickens. 6 eggs, let's see how we go. What? None? So on day 51, we decided to head back up to the observatory. I love going up these stairs just for the hell of it, really. But no, we did have to do some more enchanting, so we ended up getting a good pick finally, using our other pickaxe. And we added fortune to our Unbreaking 3. Back down to the mines, and we decided that we wanted to get use of this fortune too. So we did spend a fair bit of time doing some mining and picking up a bunch of diamonds. That was a 5 vein. What's the fortune 2 give us? 11 diamonds? Awesome. Had a couple of mobs, but they're not too bad for us now. And yeah, the goal was basically to get enough diamonds to basically find ourselves some diamond armor. Creepers get in the way though, never mind. Kept on mining and kept on looking for diamonds. We did find quite a few, just enough to get us fully kitted out in diamond kit. And the fortune 2 really did help us out. It actually went all the way through to day 53 with our mining session. So we were down there for 2 or 3 days. It was quite a while, but it was well worth it. This basically got us all the diamonds we needed to have our full diamond kit, minus the chest plate, because we've still got the first plate, which I would really like to keep going if I can. On the evening of February 22, my thoughts went back to finishing the observatory. I had all my diamond kit now. I needed to do a bit of enchanting first, and also had a heap of inventory to sort out. We did pretty well down in the mines. So the start of February 23rd, day 54, we were just sorting out our loot. And then we moved on to getting some materials ready for the observatory. A bunch of enchanting, starting with the boots. Not bad. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and with the book that we got earlier, Feather Falling 4, those boots are pretty handy. Back to the farm, back to getting rid of some of this beetroot and doing a bit of farming, removing some of the wool off the sheep, and collecting a bunch of pumpkins because, well, why not? They're pumpkins. So day 55, and we decided that we wanted to get some materials ready for the observatory. I had an idea and I needed granite, so it was back into the mines collecting as much granite as I could find. And while we were down there, we decided, well, we may as well do a bit of caving. No! Ah, dang it. Ah, never mind. It was just 1 block. Back to granite. We need plenty of granite for this build, and yep, that was me jumping in my seat. That one gave me a real fright. So February 25th, we really only had 3 days left to finish the observatory. With a heap of granite in the inventory, we decided to turn to gathering clay. We wanted clay to make bricks, and fortunately, around the palisade, there was plenty of clay to be had. So we took to the water and used our shovel to collect as much clay as we possibly could. It was pretty good, and we made a bit of a mess of the riverbanks, but we did fix it all up. So after gathering all this, we wanted to make sure we got that all underway cooking, because otherwise we were definitely not going to get anything built. So furnace array up at the top, filled with clay to make our bricks. And basically we had all the resources we needed. After that, I kept on looking at our stairs, and I felt a few logs could just structurally build it up a little bit, and I think that looked pretty good. Back to the river, trying to get clay from the boat, didn't really work, but we managed to get a bunch more towards the end of day 57 to get started on day 58, 2 days to go. We jumped to the top, we had a bunch of resources underway, and we started building up the walls with a combination of bricks and granite. I think it actually looked really nice. You'll see it at the end of the month because, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. We got all the way up to the top, but we did have to work right through the night of day 58 and day 59 so that we could actually get it all completed. Moving into the last day of February, February 28th, day 59, we started on the roof. We used smooth stone because I think it actually looks quite cool in the sense that it's a bit more industrial, a bit more hard and that sort of stuff. It's got a good little texture for a roof like an observatory when you're going to be rotating it and moving it around. So again, right through to the night to try and get the roof all ticked off and finished, and I think the outcome was pretty good. I've really enjoyed bringing February to you, and this was the last few blocks that we needed to get it all done. So I think we did a pretty good job. And that's it. That is the start of March. Autumn is here and we have done pretty well. If you did like this episode, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see me continue through this hardcore world and spend a year playing Minecraft hardcore, please consider subscribing. We've updated the map and I'm pretty happy with everything and how it's all done. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in March.